Hello, everybody.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everybody. This is Jay Smooth with Dead Mouse Radio. Our first guest tonight is going to be our first episode, man. This is the first episode. We got a good guest, man. D-Kai, 23-year-old South Buffalo artist. He won the Coast to Coast video showcase, I believe, like in, I think it's December, so not too long ago. And we're going to have him on the show, and we're going to see what's up and see if we can get to know him a little bit. He got some hot songs out right now. He got a song you can find on YouTube, The Fix, another one called The Hurricane. So we're going to get him on right now, and we're going to talk to him for a little bit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear me, bro? Well,
Sure
first
can.
off, let me thank you for. Thanks, boss, man. First off, let me thank you for coming on Dead Mouse Radio, man. This is really appreciated. This is our first episode, and I want to thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me.
ahead.
Definitely big shout out.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Why don't you introduce yourself, my guy?
All right, man. I'm D-Kai, local Buffalo rapper. You know, I've been at this for a while. Started, basically just writing poetry, shit like that. And actually, am I allowed to cuss? Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
All right.
No, you're okay. Go ahead.
Started off writing poetry, and people heard my stuff, and they were just like, man, ever think about rapping with it? And that's just after that, I did it one time and found love, and been doing it ever since. And just trying to get my name out there locally. With my partner, Jalise Torres, who goes by the name Brownie Baby. Definitely everyone listening, go check her out. By far one of the illest female MCs in this town. I'd put money on that bet any day of the week. Me and her have been doing our thing. We did a show 2 months ago over at Mohawk Place, and we killed it, you know what I'm saying? So definitely keep checking us out and keep showing us support.
Okay, I want to get into. I listened to your song, "The Fix." I liked it. I really liked it. That song that you got, "The Fix." That was kind of the emotional song, wasn't it?
Yeah, one more time.
Could you hear me, bro? Was that kind of an emotional song for you to be writing? Because the video was emotional.
Yeah, for all the artists involved, there was an emotional song. Drug addiction is something that 90% of Americans either have faced themselves or know somebody who's facing it. So it's a very serious problem. I know somebody very close to me who ended up passing away due to that. I know a couple people of it that have still suffering with it and have suffered with it. The artist who took the first verse on that song, Nova Red, he was a recovering, addict, and that was a really emotional song for him as well as Brownie Baby, who took the last verse. She wrote about her father, and that's hard to do. You're putting everything, your personal shit out there. That was a challenging thing for everyone to do, but they both killed it, and I was not disappointed with how it turned out.
Oh, I wasn't disappointed either. That was a good song. I listened to that a few times. I love the video too. Y'all did a damn good job with that video, man. Very
shout out Nova Red for that one. He mixed the whole song. He did all the mastering. And he also shot and directed the whole music video. So definitely shout out for him. Talented man.
Salute to him. So tell me something. Tell us about the Buffalo music scene, though. Like, what's it really like?
In my opinion, the Buffalo music scene is nowhere near where it should have been. If people say nothing big came out of Buffalo, the Goo Goo Dolls came out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
And nowadays, everyone says they're an artist. Everyone says they're a rapper, they're a singer, they're something, you know what I mean? But they'll be like, yo, check out my stuff. And they sound like Fetty Wap. They sound like Future. They sound like Drake. They're not trying to be the next big thing in the game. They're trying to be just like everybody who's already in the game. And that's just, I feel like, how that Buffalo music are. Don't get me wrong, there are some good artists out there in the town, but as a whole, most of the artists are all bandwagon people, in my opinion.
Do you do a lot of performing inside of Buffalo, or do you do more performing outside of Buffalo?
In Buffalo for sure. Yeah, I haven't received any opportunities to travel yet to perform.
Okay. Hopefully that'll change, man, because you got a lot of talent. So hopefully that'll change. Tell me about the one song. Tell me about Hurricane.
Hurricane also, that was a really, tried to hit a lot of emotions with that. The little boy who starred in that song, in that music video, he was bullied very often and like crazy at school, and when he'd go out and stuff like that, he was just constantly picked on. Like, I felt so bad for this little boy. And I wrote the song, and the first thing I thought of when the music video came up was ask this little boy to be the main focus, bro. I walked up to this little man and was like, yo, dude, I want you to star in my music video. And the little kid basically started crying, you know what I mean? That's one of the most heartwarming things. You see tears falling down a little boy's face because you give him an opportunity like that when he's getting bullied all the time, and it's able for him to express how he feels about being bullied. And I'll never forget, even what his mom is like, the look in his mom's face when she saw the music video for the first time. Like, she just had to come walk right over to me and gave me the biggest hug and was just like, thank you so much, with tears in her eyes. And like, I almost started crying, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for real. Let me ask you, did Nova Red do that video too?
No, that was done by Daniel James of Tragic Hero Productions. He's actually out in Florida. He got a shot at a Krampus sequel. So he's out there doing his thing, making it big. He just got off tour with Katsky. He was doing all of his visuals and whatnot. Katsky from Young Money. I don't know if anyone's familiar with him. Shout out him too. He's pretty dope.
Hey, okay. Let me ask you. Explain to us what's the Coast to Coast showcase. Explain that to me.
The Coast to Coast showcase was it was an event hosted by Coast to Coast Mixtapes. And they do live showcases where you can go to their, wherever the event's being held, and you perform on stage, and it's a contest basically. Okay. I entered a visual showcase, which I entered Hurricane into, and I won. The judges were the CEO of Coast to Coast. I'm not too sure what his name is off the top of my head. And Dwayne DeRock, he's super producer for Jadakiss, Nicki Minaj, Styles P, bunch of other people. But he gave me a lot of good advice, and that's after that showcase, after winning that and being able to talk to these people, one-on-one and stuff like that, it was definitely a learning experience.
That's awesome. I want to ask you, what's the process that you go into when you writing a song? Or are you just writing rhymes? Or do you go into a certain process? What's your process? Excuse me.
To be honest, my girlfriend actually gets mad when she's around when I'm writing because I have to replay the beat over and over again. I will write a bar, replay the beat, spit that bar, and then write the next bar. Replay the beat, spit those two bars, and then write the next bars, replay the beat, and then continue the process. And that's how I come together with my verse, so I can try to keep each bar to where, intertwining and whatnot. Also because I rap kind of faster, so trying to keep my rhyme schemes and stuff on point, it makes it easier for that, so I'm not stumbling over my words, getting tongue twisted.
Okay. That's always something to know somebody's process of how they get, and I like to know how you get to that level when you rapping and stuff, because you go into a certain level. I see that y'all deal with a lot of emotions and stuff in y'all songs and stuff, which is cool. I kind of like it. It's different.
That's what I mean. That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to be the next big, we're trying to be the next big thing. We're not trying to be the next Eminem. We're not trying to be the next, Jay-Z. We're not trying to be the next Big Sean. We're not trying to be the next anybody. We're trying to be the first DK and the first Brownie. You know what I mean? We want to be the people that people are trying to cop their swag.
That's what's up. We got to get her up here, too, man. Get her up here sometime.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Got to get her up here, man. Shout out to Dark Clouds Media Cartel, too. I want to ask, do you got anything new coming up? What you got new coming up for the people? What you got going on?
Well, to be completely honest, after I did this last show, I realized that I had a lot of time management issues. I was not handling my time well. As for with, having time for booking gigs, photo shoots, studio time, not even just that, but like personal time, like work, time for my girl, time for my son, time for my other friends, my family. You know what I mean? I was not managing my time well with music being so much of a dominant focus. So I took a break for the last 2 months. You know what I mean? I honestly have not done anything, but about 2 weeks ago, I picked the pen back up and started working on some stuff, and hopefully we'll have a mixtape done by not this summer coming up, but the next summer for everyone to vibe to. And, of course, you know, with the mixtape comes the mixtape release party.
Yeah, exactly. I want to review that, man. Let me review that and stuff for you. I'll recap it for you. So that's what you got coming up, a mixtape, and that's going to be you, Brownie, and Nova Red on it?
Nova Red's actually the CEO of Code Red Global. He's got his own thing going on. That was just a feature.
Okay.
Me and Brownie are working on. She's working on a solo project herself at the moment. But after we're both done with these solo projects, we wanted to do a collab, you know, album, and that'd be something that won't be down for a while, but that's something we definitely had talked about a bunch of times that we want to do.
I want to ask a question. I was having this debate the other day. How many songs do you consider an album?
An album? Well, to be honest, I honestly didn't. Yeah, I didn't know the difference up until, like, not even gonna lie, like maybe 4 or 5 months ago, because I was contemplating the same question. You know, what's the difference between an album, mixtape, an EP, an LP? You know what I mean? And like, for an album, I'd say no less than 12. I mean, no more than 12. Excuse me. You want pretty much between 10 and 12 songs for an album. Like mixtapes, you know, you can do two disc mixtapes and whatnot like that. But an album, something that, you know, you're going to see on Best Buy shelves and whatnot, like, you know, shit that goes on the radio, blah, 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 the mainstream scene of it, basically. I'd say like 12.
Okay, that's a good number. I was thinking, I had said 10. I said I would accept 10 as an album, but 12, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'd say between 10 and 12, you know what I mean? That'd be perfect.
Yeah. So your mixtape, how many songs you plan on having on there?
I wanted to have 12, you know, just on the dot, you know what I mean? Just because I don't want to have it be too overloaded. Because, like, me as a person, if I'm buying an album, like, you know, I like my features, you know what I'm saying? I don't like just listening to one person over and over and over and over again. I want to hear some other flows on there. I want to see someone else kill that shit with this dude or whoever's rapping or singing or whatever. So it's like I don't want to have my whole album just me, but I don't want it to be, you know, me and I like mad people. I want it to be nice and, you know, level.
Okay. You got any special feature? Anybody special going to pop up on your album?
You know, hopefully.
Special?
I mean, the only people I have off the like top of my head that I can think of is, you know, Brownie, of course. She'll be on probably like 2 of them, 3 of them.
Okay.
You know, I'd like to see Nova Red and Absolute from Code Red Global hop on a track together with me. I have a song with both of them, but I definitely would like to see both of them on a song together. I haven't seen that yet, so that'd be cool to see and actually to be a part of.
Okay. Another thing, how is the support in Buffalo for rap, period? Everywhere else it seems like there is a support system for rap, but then you get to Buffalo and it's like not really a support system for rap. But you hear all of these rappers' names floating around, but like really nothing shaking. You know what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a competition. You know, you're trying to be better than everybody else, but that's what it comes down to is you got to work together to get better. You know what I mean? You're not just going to get better by saying you're the best all the time. You're going to get better by people telling you suck 20%. If you got people telling you you're sweet, you're not going to want to push yourself. You got people telling you suck, you're going to want to push harder and kill it faster. You know what I mean? I feel like if everyone was to be doing that, you know what I mean? Like, not even just like bandwagon it, but just, you know, buying a ticket to go support their show. You know what I mean? Something as simple as that. Paying the 99 cents to buy their song. I mean, if you don't fuck with the artist, you don't fuck with the artist. That's different. But if you like that artist, pay the 99 cents. Pay the $10. Pay the $15 to go see the show. You know what I mean? Have a good time. It's a night out. Beat sitting in the house.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to support Buffalo if you want Buffalo to be anything. You got to support, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I mean? People are always talking about, I love this town and stuff. It's like, what have you done to make your neighborhood better? All these people are running around gangbanging. That ain't making Buffalo a better place. You're making Buffalo a worse place. You're not putting on for your city.
Exactly. Let me ask you this. Give me your top 5 MCs.
Oh, Top 5 MCs. Well, Tech Nine definitely is my number one. He's a big inspiration for a lot of my style, I'd say. Eminem, close second. Chris Calico of Strange Music. He's actually Tech Nine's partner. Hobson. Put Hobson in there. Jaron Benton.
And these are all guys that kind of influence you.
Yeah, I mean, if you hop in the car with me, I throw on my Pandora. These artists are the only music that's playing. I don't like mainstream music whatsoever. I think the mainstream scene changed big time.
Okay, I agree with that. A lot of men wearing dresses and stuff, and I don't agree with that. I can't co-sign that at all. They still can't co-sign that, man. Men wearing dresses and stuff. I'm not with that.
Yeah, I hear that. I definitely hear that.
So tell me this. You said you got a mixtape coming up. You got any live performances coming up? Or that you planning on?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to get booked for a couple shows. I'm trying to get booked at the Waiting Room, to be honest. Love to be able to perform there. I performed at Mohawk Place, but they were having issues. Broadway Joe's is having issues. A lot of the big-name places that people used to perform at, the wrong people are in management, and they don't know what they're doing. And these shows are getting ruined. No one wants to come out to a show that's going to be, randomly thrown together and it's super unorganized and whatnot. That's not what people are paying money to see.
No, they're not. And all of the violence and stuff, that stuff need to be missed out on, too.
Oh yeah, if you're in a bad mood where you think you're about to fight, stay your ass in the house. Why are you gonna come out and go take it out on somebody? You're just gonna have more problems, especially because there's no fair ones no more. You fight somebody, you're fighting them and their friends.
Mm-hmm. It just carries on and on.
And then the problem gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So, have you ever heard of I think his name's 2 Chainz Benny?
You say that one more time?
2 Chainz Benny, is that his name? 2 Chainz Benny. Have you ever heard of him?
I don't believe so.
He's so if we talk it inside of Buffalo, name to me 3 rappers that you could say that's inside of Buffalo that's putting in work and doing their thing. Give me 3 rappers.
Well, there's a lot. Definitely would have to give it up to everyone in Code Red. I'd have to count that as one artist because there's not one person in there who's not putting on.
Who did you say that was? Code Red?
Code Red Global, yeah. If anyone hasn't heard of them, check them out. They're putting shit. They're trying to put Buffalo on the map, and they're doing a good job, in my opinion, so far. Let's see. Knowledge is pretty dope. I actually had a chance to perform with him, and he put on a great show, and got the crowd into it, got the crowd hyped up, had a good amount of fans. So I definitely have to give him his props. Then I have to say probably Big Tim. I really personally don't like his music, but at the end of the day, he is killing it right now. Big Tim Kellums. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan, but you got to give the man his respect. He's doing his thing.
Okay. That's what's up, man. You got a Twitter? You want to shout out your Twitter and your Facebook, man, and tell people where he can find you at, man.
Yeah, I don't got a Twitter. Never got into that thing, but I do. I am on Facebook. You can look my personal page up. Dan T Man is my personal page, or you can look up my DKI page, D/KAI. Look me up on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Hot New Hip Hop, number1music.com. Pretty much anywhere you can find music, you'll find me. Definitely check it out. And the best part is right now everything's still free. So there's a song you like, definitely check. Cop it, download all that, whatnot. Because this next album, I'm gonna be selling copies, so everyone will have to stay tuned for that. Because it's gonna be my best work yet, and I guarantee it.
That's what's up, man. I want to thank you again, man, for coming on Dead Mouse Radio and being our first guest, man. And
no doubt, definitely. Thank you for having me. Definitely, thank you for having me.
No doubt, man. I'll be getting at you, man. You have a good day, man. Thank you for coming on,
All
man.
right. No doubt. You too, man. Peace.
Yeah.
The future of frozen is here. The new Cosmic Culotta at Dunkin'. Far out flavors that are out of this world. Cosmic Cotton Candy and Cosmic Pineapple, both layered with cool blue raspberry. Like a galaxy in your cup. Every sip is an adventure. Now, try any small Culotta for $2. Keep the adventure going with the new Comet Candy Donut. It's a vanilla frosted donut sprinkled with cotton candy flavored popping candies for a fun take on a classic flavor. Dunkin's new Cosmic Culotta flavors and Comet Candy Donut are worth the trip no matter how far. The universe runs on Dunkin'. Plus applicable taxes. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Motivation with Amazon Music.
You're still in bed? Didn't you go running?
Oh, I overslept. I'll go tomorrow.
I'm getting in the shower.
Alexa, set an alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow to Hard Rock Music.
Okay, I'm up.
The right song exactly when you need it. Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at amazonmusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.